Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Vault Hunters Plus. Holy voice crack. So, in this episode, it is day 50 in a second after we finish this vault. So, I wanted to make it a little bit special, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to run a bingo vault. We're going to see if we can complete that, and then we're going to be running one more vault where we're going to spend all of our vault catalysts that we can get to get as many ornate chests as possible so that we can get as many what are they called? Vault gear pieces as we possibly can. So I'm gonna make the two that we can have right now. We're gonna plop them both in here. We're also going to come over here and we're gonna grab ourselves one of these. I think that I want to go for something fairly balanced, so like the Snowfell Winter, because the only thing that is decreased is tanks by a little bit. Hordes are decreased by a little bit, but we can afford to use the decrease in hordes for that. So what we will need to do is get some more gilded chests and wooden chests for more dreamstones so that we can actually make more catalysts. But we are that could have been really bad. Okay, well, without further ado, let's just get into this vault, and well, let's see how it goes. So, yes, our goal, of course, we gotta go in, we figure out what the bingo objectives are, which, I guess we'll find out in a second. And let's see, what will they be? It looks like we need to kill guardians, silently loot wooden chests, loot coins, discover omega rooms, open vendors. Fairly doable. I guess we'll just, run through and see what we can accomplish, because, I mean, there's no other way to really do this. I mean, we're relatively deep in this vault. We've gotten quite a few of them accomplished. I just need the pylon. I need to kill some more dwellers, and I need some more... I need to find a guardian room and find some omega rooms. So I might just start looking for those. Because I got a bunch of ores from here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And we should be able to get everything else relatively quickly if we can find those omega rooms. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Well, instead we found a challenge room, so we're just going to challenge an elite round, of course. This guy should give us some good XP, and we're also going to get all the wooden chests from him. So we're just going to yoink these guys real quick, and then we got to look for some more rooms, because unfortunately this doesn't count as an omega room. It also doesn't count as a guardian. So hopefully we can find a room that has guardians or a different type of room, because otherwise we might be a little bit screwed, unfortunately. But maybe we can pull it out. Well, of course, the very first omega room we find is this one, which our inventory is already quite full of stuff. Of course, I do also have the second extra bag because I got a loot belt from one of the vendor rooms that I opened, which was great. But it does mean that we either spend the rest of the time looting this, or we try and find another one, which I'm kind of tempted to try and find another one just so we can get a little bit better loot from this. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna go for it. Well, I certainly tried to find another one, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like we got that, so we're gonna have to quit it with one bingo, which is incredibly unfortunate because we got so many things accomplished. I couldn't find another pylon. I was trying to look for more rooms. It's just a bummer, honestly. It's kind of lame, but you know what? It is what it is. It's all good. Not gonna be super upset. We looked through 54 rooms. This was the entire vault. It was a rectangle vault. We found one omega room, 2 laboratories. We had all this room left to discover. 60k XP, honestly not bad, but it could have been a little better. Plus, we did end up getting quite a bit of dreamstones, which is great, as well as some catalyst fragments, which is even better for us to be able to work on getting these guys. And we also got some skill points, which the skill points, I'm going to be honest, probably going into one into Nova and then more into Toxic Reaction. And I guess we'll open this guy up. All the vault gear will just get put into a chest for now, and then we'll get the next crystal prepared, because it's day 50. We did end up getting a poison ability totem, so now entities around us will get poisoned, as well as extra speed, so it'll be a little bit faster, which is great. And I think we can combine these guys to get Stepsis. Okay, not terrible. Decrease the difficulty by 10. Of course, we gotta get some more bottles of enchanting XP, and then I think I'm gonna open up all the jewel pouches and just start saving them for our next pickaxe. Okay, I got everything sorted out. We're level 33. What we're gonna do is we're going to start adding on stuff to this vault crystals. So, we have a small chance to not add a negative modifier, but apparently you can go beyond the capacity of a crystal. It will just curse the crystal. So we're gonna see that. What does a curse do? So what's the curse gonna do to us is the question. Because we can double curse it, we can triple curse it, and we can quadruple curse it. And we're gonna run this because it's our day 50. Okay, we're gonna run it. I'm just curious about what's gonna happen. I think I'm also gonna upgrade these two double pouches into another loot belt, just so that we have a second one, so that everything's more consolidated. Perfect. And now I guess it's time to run this vault. Who knows what's gonna happen? Let's see. I don't know what curses do, so we're gonna have to find out apparently. What does a curse do? Causing it to have less time. 17 minutes? Okay, that's fine. We just gotta find some ornate POIs, because we've got, 150% ornate chests? So 250% total ornate chests, which is honestly kind of insane. That's pretty big. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. You know, it's a little crazy, but we're just gonna go for it. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what we can find. If we find a good ornate POI, I mean, it'll be really, really worth it. So let's see it. Of course, I couldn't help myself. I decided to challenge a dungeon. These dungeon mobs hit so hard. It is, of course, Vindicators, so they hit harder than normal dungeon mobs, but, you know, we're able to take them out relatively efficiently, so I'm very happy. But this is only the first room, and we still have more to go, so we're gonna have to see. I still haven't found an ornate POI yet, though. I'm very curious how those will look for us. Ooh, some ornate chests down here, although I don't know how many they're gonna be. It looks like there's at least 5, so pretty decent haul, to be perfectly honest. You guys are trying to sneak up on me, how dare you? Of course that one's trapped, why wouldn't it be trapped? Of course, you know, some of these ornate chests always gotta be trapped. Goodbye. And of course, you're gonna come after me. There's gonna be a ton of those guys. They're all gonna just self-destruct because we're just that amazing. And that's of course what we're gonna do. And now I guess I'll just keep running around looking for even more ornate chests. Because why the heck not? I mean, this is an ornate vault. Why would I not? Holy ornate chests. This is kind of absurd. Okay, so this is like normally a 4 or 5 chest POI, and it looks like we've got at least like 8 to 12 chests here, which is great, because I mean that's like exactly how many we should. Wait, is there an ornate like hidden room back there that I can't like see? That's actually crazy. Okay, the chests just started coming out of the walls. There's so many chests. I mean, I'll take it. Or someone's trapped. We can still get the ones back here though, which is great. And looks like there's one more back there. Is there any up top? No, not really. Okay, that's fine. Thankfully, we can take these guys out nice and easy, nice and simple. And there's just an even bigger POI back here that we would have missed otherwise if that one hadn't been spawning through the wall. So, you know, definitely will take it. Leave your guesses in the comments, by the way, for how many ornate chests you guys think we will get for this vault. I know for the vault that we ran with the specific room with a bunch of coins, I didn't end up actually looking at the coins for that vault, so this one I'll make sure to do that for the amount of ornate chests, because that was a little bit of an oversight on my part, and I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're just gonna come over here. I do want to grab some more coins from over here, so we're gonna grab these guys. Because every little bit of vault bronze is very, very helpful. And I guess we'll just keep running around looking for even more ornates, because, I mean, no reason not to, right? Okay, well, I think we're done with this particular vault, because we've got an insane amount of vault gear. This entire backpack, or loot belt, has been completely filled with vault gear, and we've got quite a bit in our regular backpack as well. Honestly, pretty decent haul, pretty good overall. We also just got the vault accomplished, so 48k XP, Pretty dope. We are now level 35, which means we can put another level into Crystal Mancer, adding extra capacity to our crystals. We can go even further without getting cursed, but we also have 2 more points, which we're going to put into Toxic Reaction. And what I think I'm going to do is we're going to get all of this Vault Gear, and we're going to roll it, and we're going to see just what we can end up getting when you roll an insane amount of Vault Gear. And you know what? I'm going to get some sleep for this, so we hit day 52, and then we're just going to do that. Okay, well, we've woken on the 52nd day, and now it's time to roll all of our gear. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to click it all, and we're going to see what we get. We're only going to keep our epics, and the epics are going to go straight into here, and then we're going to go over them in a bit. So, I'm just going to roll everything, and we're just going to see what we end up getting. Of course, there's going to be a ton of other stuff that we have to deal with, but that guy is constantly being poisoned. That's kind of obnoxious, so I may end up just muting it, but, I mean, for now, it's fine. It's not the end of the world, but it is gonna get, yeah, we're gonna mute it. And now, let's get ourselves even more of this stuff done. That had actually nothing. By the way, I can't mute it. It's being weird. It won't let me mute that specific sound, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. And that makes me super happy, and by happy I mean sad, because I would rather not have to deal with that sound, but it's fine. And did we get anything? We got actually quite a few epic magnets. Holy, that's a lot. And overall, we're getting an insane amount of gear, though. This is kind of nuts. But we just gotta keep scrapping the stuff that's not good enough. Now we gotta do all this stuff. I'm gonna save the Omegas for last, as always. You know, gotta make sure to leave them for the very end, just so that we can potentially have a good little finale to our day 50 episode. But overall, kind of nuts how much stuff we end up getting from this. So, I mean, it might take a little bit for us to go through it all, but it's all good. It's not the end of the world. We're just gonna speed it up a little bit, because we got so much to go through, but we're almost done with most of this, which is great. And then we just get to look through the epic pluses and see what kind of stuff we want to actually keep. So we're going to do that in one moment after I, of course, roll all these guys. We got you, and everything else is going to get scrapped, as always. You love to see it. Absolutely beautiful. Perfection. Exactly. Just how it should be. And do I have enough space to roll the rest of this stuff? Nope, not yet. Okay, well that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Also, the extended edition videos may end up continuing to come out. I don't know. Depends on how long I end up recording per episode, because I am doing a little bit more off-camera work, and I'm also a little bit more busy with school, so it's going to be something that we're just going to have to wait and see how it goes, but we do have just the Omegas left to roll. So we're going to roll here in a second. Of course, we got to wait for everything else to scrap up, and then we're going to go through it. And honestly, it's kind of cool. Perfect. And now we can roll the Omegas. So we're going to start off with the axe, which is, of course, going to be bugged because of the Vault texture pack that I'm using. I need to get the updated version. The blue double axe. Okay, cool, cool. We got that, and then we've got ourselves a level 30 magnet, which, honestly, it's looking like the base stats can be a little bit better than our current magnet, although we won't have the suffix, and instead we have an extra prefix, which is a little bit of a different story, unfortunately. We won't have the soul quantity, but we can potentially get that on some other stuff, so maybe I'll roll it. If we get something good, we'll keep it. The axe, however, actually kind of terrible, so I will actually just scrap it, because we don't need it. And to look through the other magnets, do we get anything that's super crazy for implicits? I'm looking for, like, a 8, and then a, like, 13 plus, so that one's okay. 7.7 and 14, close. 8 and 13, that one's pretty good. 3, 3, 7 and 15, honestly kind of bad. That axe is kind of bad. That wand, kind of bad. Sword, kind of bad. Helmet, interesting, but our current helmet's pretty decent. So I don't think we're going to be getting anything better than that as of right now. So I guess we just got these 2 magnets to work with, and everything else will have to be scrapped. Very unfortunate for going through that much Volk gear and getting kind of nothing. But at least we have some trinkets to roll. Let's see what we get. Increase your cooldown reduction, increase your lucky hit, and gives the player Elytra. That's pretty big, but unfortunately we're not going to actually use probably any of these. This lucky hit's not super useful, so I'm going to scrap those guys as well, unfortunately. And I do think that that is going to be the end of this particular episode. Stay tuned for tomorrow when the episode, the second weekly video comes out, and then also I will be posting a 50 days video because we're at day 50, which is cool. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys then. See you guys in the future. GG's, peace, have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!